Hi everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today I just have a sweet little basket for you guys to create for Easter. This is using actually our wood crate framelits, and I've done some embossing and added some other framelits, and it's super sweet and very easy to create. So let's go ahead and get started. As I said, we will be using the wood crate framelits. I'm going to be using the sweet cake framelits. That's for my flower and leaf embellishments here. I'm also going to be embossing with the Petal Burst embossing folder. I'm going to be using some of our glitter enamel dots, the Berry Burst one here. I'm using the Berry Burst metallic edge ribbon. I'll be stamping with the Berry Burst ink pad. And then I'm also going to use our classic label punch, plus the wonderful Sweet Soiree Ready Shreddie. So this comes in a combo pack of white, Berry Burst, and silver. And look at all that you get, a ton. So today we're going to use the white one. The silver would look cute too, so whatever your preference is. Let me grab my Big Shot so we can do some of our die cutting. Alright, so I have our magnetic platform, I have my clear cutting pad. You only need one piece of cardstock, and this is the Pear Pizzazz. This is 8.5 by 5.5. You can cut your wood crate framelit out twice, and then you'll also have enough for your handle. Let me straighten that out here. There we go. Sorry for the wobble. Okay, so here is our one half. Let's pop that out. Okay, I'm going to back this up, and we'll do our other half. Looks good. Okay, here's the other half. Alright, now with this piece that you have left, I'm going to cut 1.5 inches off of this to create our handle. Actually, I'm going to do 1 inch. I'm sorry, I've mistaken that. I thought I did 1.5, but I did 1. So we'll stick with that. Okay, okay, I'm also using this piece out of the Sweet Cake Framelits. So I'm just going to lay this over my silver foil to get me these pieces here. I don't need this edge one, so I'm just going to leave that hang off. I know that's probably hard to see on camera. Let me just drop that over, and let's roll this through. Oops. Okay, so this is just a scrap of my foil. There's one of the leaves there. Set that aside. And then I'm going to pop out this other one. And we're going to use those two. Okay, now we can come back, and with a scrap of Berry Burst, I'm going to use this framelit as well as the larger background for a flower. We're going to cut both of those in the Berry Burst. Oops, I think I just moved that. Okay, so there's our background piece, and here is our flower. We're going to grab our die brush, pop that out. Alright, and now we are going to use our Big Shot to do our embossing, so I'm going to switch platforms. I'm going to put in my regular Big Shot platform, So a little tip is I'm going to score all of the lines on our crate before I emboss it with the petal burst. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, so now that we have our pieces scored, I am going to grab our folder, and I'm just going to leave the flaps that we're going to put the box together with kind of hanging out of my folder. And then we are going to run this through. Okay, so there's one. Then let me bring in my other half. I'm going to put those, again, kind of hanging out past the pattern. And then we'll run this through again. Alright, now we will be ready to put our box together. Let me set all this aside. Okay, so we have some of our pieces here. And what I like to do is just come back in. I'm going to line up my interior of my box first. Let's see, so I'm going to make sure I have this right. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to put adhesive here. Get my fast fuse, because that is where the inside of the box is I'm going to flip out now. Try not to get this stuck to my table. Probably should have done that first. Yeah. And I put adhesive, let me rub that off. Adhesive on those tabs. Okay, now with this one, again, adhesive on the tab. Oops, I got myself stuck there. Okay. Alright, so we're going to lay this flat. That lined up. Alright, we're going to move this in, line that up. Because we pre-scored that, it makes it easier to put this together. Okay, so we will that, and just like that. And then if you happen to have, you know, any adhesive hanging out, I'm going to give this a nice press with my thumb. We do have an adhesive remover block, and you can just run that along the edge, and that'll take away any of the adhesive that's sticking out. Okay, so here's our box. Oh, I forgot to emboss our handle. Let me grab my Big Shot one more time. This happens, I'm human, right? We're going to stick that piece, that 1-inch piece inside and run that through. I guess you could leave it, you know, not embossed. It would look fine as well. Alright, now I'm going to put fast fuse on each edge. And I'm just going to add this inside the handle, so about to where the opening starts. And that's how it'll cover up my fast fuse. Let me see, I don't think I'm getting it straight. Let me use my left hand. Okay, there we go. So there's our cute little basket. Isn't that fun? I love it. Alright, let's bring our pieces in. I'm going to grab my glue dots and my piercing tool. So for the flower, I am going to add a glue dot just to the center of this background. And I'm going to lay this over. As you know, it does not fit. It's just kind of giving me a little bit of a shadow in the background. Okay, and then with those glitter enamel dots, I'm going to pick up a large berry burst, and I'm going to hide that glue dot, just like that. And I do want this to kind of, you know, stand up a little bit to give it a little bit more dimension, okay? So I'm going to add a glue dot now to the back. I think I'll put it on this side. And then I'm going to lay my silver into that. And you can adjust these however you'd like. And then I'm going to add some more glue dots. I love my glue dots. Okay, I think I'm going to put one. That one tends to want to move, so I'm going to lay another one right there to hold that in place. And then we're going to adhere this right here on the corner of our basket. Isn't that pretty already? I love it. Okay, so now with our berry burst bow, same thing. Put a glue dot here on the back. I'm going to add this here on the corner of my basket. And then I'm going to trim down that ribbon to where I like it. So I think I'm going to go about there, about there. Okay, we'll bring in our Shreddie. I'm going to stick some in. I think I got a little too much Shreddie this time. And I'll continue to play with that. I'll take some of that out. Alright, then we just need to do our sentiment. So I have the Happy Easter from Teeny Tiny Wishes. I'm going to take my Berry Burst. I have a scrap piece of Whisper White here. And I'm going to stamp that down. Bring in that classic label punch. And I'm going to put my sentiment a little over towards the right. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off this one edge. And I'm going to line this up here. So now we can bring in our fast fuse. And I'm going to line that up right there at the edge. Isn't that the sweetest little gift basket? I love it. I definitely have too much Shreddie, which I will pull out. But what a cute little basket that you could put a few candies in or a special gift. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's project, and I look forward to being back with you very soon. As always, you can find a full supply list in the description of the video, and I hope that you shop in my online store to pick up the supplies to make some of these for yourself. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.